Hello everybody, what's going on? My name is Sir Medieval and today we're going to be checking out some Spellforce 3 Soul Harvest. One of the expansions for Spellforce 3, it's actually been very fun so far. It's very different from the main game itself in terms of the campaign. The way that it's going right now is it looks like instead of focusing more on Orcs and Elves, it's actually focusing more on Dwarves, Dark Elves, and humans on this storyline. And it's actually been really cool so far. If you haven't played Spellforce 3 before, this game basically blends two types of genres together, basically with the RPG genre and the strategy genre on top of each other. So it makes it more of like a Divinity 2 and mixed in with Age of Empires 2 as well. So far, I've actually gotten pretty far in the game. I've done a few maps and my main character is actually a ranger. I've done quite a bit on him as well. I've increased his gear quite a bit. He's got a epic helmet, actually. I love this one so much. The helmet of the pack that actually summons goblins for a 10% chance if I hit him right. But in terms of his abilities too, he's gone full range for the most part. He focuses more on taking down the enemy from afar, having a bigger attack range, and having things that he can place down to kind of put some misdirection on the people. I've also got another character right here. This is my tank character named Deacon. This is actually a mercenary, and you can get two mercenaries in your party. Vignac and Deacon are both my two mercenaries, and you can actually customize these guys and make them from scratch if you want. You can also choose what race they are. You can do the same with your main character as well. I made him a human, and I made this guy a human as well. And this man, of course, is a dwarf. And there's so many different ways to customize them and their abilities. There's over about 6 or 7 skill trees to choose from. Big selection on that one, and they are filled with different abilities that you can add to your skill bar, and you can actually have multiple abilities from different characters on the same bar. And the way it works is you can execute these like you're playing, like with all of them at once basically. But you'll see a little bit more of that when we get into the game as well. Time to go ahead and get the squad ready because we're doing a quest right now. We're heading down to Winholm. This is the area of the dwarves. This is one of the next quests that I have to do right now.
It's a sip of brandy. She tells you about her life as a privateer, her return to Windwall, and about Ericus's rise to power. The worst about people like him, she says, her eyes drift off, almost as though she is talking to herself, is that they claim to speak for all of us, but he doesn't. We'll make sure he understands that.
In this game, they have a big emphasis on the storyline as well. Here we go.
It's true that nobody will question that letter once we're inside. Those bridge guards have been briefed. They know who they're expecting.
That's bad.
Not
Very bad.
necessarily. They don't know what Svarak looks like, but they know his reputation.
Which is?
That he is the most unlikable, self-entitled person to have ever walked the face of Io. In other words, you'll have to act the part and they'll let us through.
Oh.
Great. So I have to basically be a butthole. That's fun. So what you see here is basically where I can actually assign other abilities to the bar, and these come from other characters as well. This is a main man, Deacon the tank, right here. So I got to make sure I put this stuff on the bar as well. He's got a bigger taunt. You're able to upgrade these guys' skills to have some better effects to them as well. I guess I'll put the Earthbreaker on here. I'll just put all this stuff on here, actually, on this bar. Bastion of Valor. That's a skill that allows me to put down a shield for everybody. This is for counter-striking melee attacks. I think you can deflect ranged attacks back at people, too, with that one. There's also trinkets that you can actually use in the game if you equip them. I'm going to go ahead and assign these guys. You can assign them to buttons to, quickly use the... what's it called? Target them. There we go. As you can see, it does definitely blend the RPG aspect and the strategy aspect. Usually in the starter parts of the storyline, you're usually doing the RPG part where you're talking to NPCs. And then afterwards, a little bit down the line, that's when you actually get into the strategy and start managing your village or whatever they give you.
Hold it right there. No gravel eaters past this point.
Here we go. Servant, 2 gnomes are obstructing my path. Oh, here we go. Oh, no. Here.
But you need to speak a little louder.
4,000. Oh my god. Fine.
Now I understand. Go on through. But just so you know, this
Great. I'm supposed to get them to the brink of a fight, I guess.
That could have gone better.
Aye. But at least we got in. Come.
Maybe I should have been a dwarf. Okay, time to work my way around. Oh, wait. Hold on.
What's this?
Welcome back. Did you find any moon silver artifacts?
Is this somehow connected to this giant statue High Hierophant Arrakis is building?
What? Because these artifacts are made of moon silver? Good gracious, no. But that probably isn't a conversation we should be having here. Now, you were saying?
I'll be going.
Nihalf give you luck on your search.
I don't trust him.
Of course.
Keep it up.
This moon gate is actually something you can use to travel between distances as well. Looks like there's a couple side quests over here in this area.
Here.
Grab these before we go.
Is this the way?
Looks like that's the guy that's giving them out.
Interesting.
Ah,
Excuse me?
you know how to fight, eh?
Yes.
Just what I thought. I have a proposal for you then. One that'll make us both legends. You ever heard of Wyvern Fire?
Oh, come on. I've actually killed a couple wyverns, but I sold some of the stuff. I hope he's not asking for something like that I've already sold. That would suck. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and grab these side quests really quick. We'll jump ahead a little bit here.
I shall follow.
All right. So we've arrived at the catacombs, and
There's someone down here.
Hold on, General. Look at his clothes. He's not a guard.
that might be the guy we're looking for. So in this situation, this is when it turns into the RTS as well. Right now, it's still the RPG, but the moment that we get a little bit further in, we're probably going to get to the point where we need to manage a village. First, let's go ahead and talk to this guy.
Oh, a surfer. Dust and stones. I thought you were one of those granite sons.
I could ask you the same thing.
Me? It's a free city. I can go where I like. You, on the other hand, this is no place for a stroll. You don't happen to be going further in, do you?
None of your business.
Right. Because if you were, you'd be interested in my proposal.
Oh, here we go. Okay.
What kind of proposal?
I knew you'd be curious. Here's the deal. My family has a fortune stashed away in a tomb down here, and I need the money. Bam.
So let me guess. You want us to help you. What would I get in return?
I only need an heirloom that belonged to my grandmother. You can keep whatever else you find. What do you say?
I like these kinds of duels. Or deals, sorry. In the end, I mean, you could decide to keep everything, but, you know, sometimes it's good to be a good person. In the game, of course. Alright, you got a deal.
You have a deal.
Splendid. The name's Huldak Stonebrow, by the way. I'll wait for you back at my place on the eastern side of the city. Nihalf, give you luck.
Granted, in this situation, I don't think there is good and bad. I think there just is profit and non-profit.
Over here.
Okay, I'd like to move these characters if I can. Alright, I'd like to showcase a little bit of the combat, so I think that's coming up here in a second. Yep, there it is. Like I said before, you can execute these skills that we learned through the skill tree as well. That one was pretty quick as well.
It's them or us.
Looks like we'll be finding moon silver down in these dungeons as well, which means we might get access to the berserkers.
Die by my hand. I shall follow.
You know the way, right?
Over here. Stay close.
Is this the way?
Okay, just taking a look at everything here. Heroic charge. Oh, okay. Oh, I thought that was an actual charge for a second. Never mind.
Right away.
This way.
Yes.
Hold on, I gotta reassign them. Like my keys are bugging out. Okay, there we go.
What's that?
Looks like a cobweb. Let's take a look. Judging by the size, this belongs to a blight widow.
Blight Widow.
What?
Sounds lovely.
Round about the size of a small barn, with poison potent enough to kill a troll.
How do we get through the web?
Brute force?
It will be done.
I like how I actually shot the web and it did something. Now that should not be happening, probably. But I got a magic bow at the same time, so who knows? So right now we're just cutting through these forces right here too. And we're most likely going to find a group of dwarves, maybe a rogue group of dwarves, or the rebels themselves in here that will be able to... Okay, that's actually not the Blight Shadow. Interesting. We'll be able to start building with. Okay.
We can take some.
Oh, really? I can't go... Okay. Can't go past that area.
Right away.
What's this?
Wait,
Shouldn't we at least...
lots of blight widows and the bones of adventurers who said the exact same thing. Come on, let's stick to the map.
What do we have here?
I think always one of my favorite areas end up being dwarf areas. The design in these areas is just so good. I mean, what they've done to these maps seems pretty amazing. In this game too, you also did get access to multiplayer like co-op, as well as PvP as well. There's also a ranking system that you can actually have access to in this game too. That's a shield bash, right? Shield bash.
Where to? Where are we going? All right.
That was quick.
They will fall. This is it.
Okay, looks like this one's scot-free now.
Yes.
All right, let's fight this thing.
Move it. Let us...
We can take it.
You know it.
Hi.
Easier than I thought it was going to be.
Interesting.
Oh, wow. Ooh. Oh, see, Helmet of the Pack right there. Another Goblin Cutthroat can be summoned. Revitalizing Necklace. I can put that on my tank there. Ah, the heirloom.
Wait. It says this tomb belongs to the Axshale family.
Didn't he say his last name was Stonebrow?
Uh-oh.
He did. Looks like our new friend has a lot of explaining to do.
Nice. That's actually a pretty good looking helmet too. I think I'll stick with this one instead. And then for the battle staff, I think I'll hold on to this one. I need to get him to 8 constitution so that I can get the heavy Windholm armor on. I think that's going to help a ton. Just save that for right now.
All righty.
At once. I'll catch up.
Over here. Okay. You know it. That's a damn big web.
Cut it down.
Okay. So now we're just working our way up to those rebel dwarfs.
Blazes. What is that thing?
Whatever it is,
Oh.
I'm sure it's not here to give us hugs and kisses.
I don't think so.
Fight.
I think this one has healing. when you attack on, make sure I double buff it. Oh, actually, that's the Song of Triumph. That's the... Okay. Do a heroic charge really quick. Uh-oh. Come on, come on, come on. Take it out, take it out, take it out. Nice.
Nihal's balls. Do you see that? In the spot?
Yeah.
Let me take a look.
What?
Never mind. See that tunnel over there?
It's buried.
Aye. I hope you brought a shovel.
I didn't, but yeah.
That should do the trick. Now, let's keep our fingers crossed and hope the map is right.
Don't forget to grab loots most of the time.
Go ahead. What's this?
All right, that's more like it. Hello and welcome back, and we are now... I'll just let them finish. We're now on the strategy map. We're playing as the Dark Elves. This is a part of the campaign as well. You'll play as a couple different races during your time with the game itself. We won't be focusing solely on Orcs and Elves this campaign, but instead they added the addition of Dark Elves. We will be playing as Dwarves as well. We already have played as Dwarves a little bit, and humans. So far, it's been pretty cool, and I gotta say, by far, my Dark Elves are the favorite of mine. And it keeps trying to recruit new troops right now, but we'll wait on that for just a second here. I've got more room for the twisted one as well. I've got my stuff maxed out. It started about 10 minutes ago, and what? Crap, hold on. Right now, I'm actually fighting against Orcs right now. Basically, the backstory behind this was, this started out as an RPG on this map where I had to go into what was called the Blood Pit, and I was chasing after this Dark Elf daughter that... I was chasing after this Dark Elf daughter that actually got, well, quote-unquote kidnapped, but turned out to be actually undercover. So now we're trying to save her life. She's currently being captured or held hostage against her will, basically, over in this area right here. So I went ahead and recruited a bunch of troops, and we're going to get ready to go ahead and do this. So now I've just got to combine all of these troops right here. This is group 3. They'll be taking the north side. Myself and all of these troops will be taking the southern side alongside my heroes themselves, and we'll be ascending, or we'll be jumping into the fight on the north side at the same time. So hopefully we get, you know, a lot of kills up there. I'm going to send them right after this capital here to take that out while I'm fighting at the same time. I don't know what troops they have hidden up there. Usually what'll happen in these maps is you'll see units coming at you constantly, but it does not seem to be the case here. Also, they have this harvester NPC that actually harvests the souls of dead enemies. Each different faction or race rather has their own unique playstyle and looks of the buildings and how they use the resources and things like that. For instance, the dwarfs would actually burn the wood instead of cutting it down like these ones are. And they would have different units like the fire giants, or fire golems rather. These ones would have the emissaries of Noir that can actually summon the dead from allies that we lose. And tarantulas, of course, as you can see, and they're more stealth-based, shock troop kind of based with the Dark Elves. The humans are more on the balance side as well. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. So before we do anything, I'm going to summon some undead from one of my Dark Elf companions. I'm actually rocking a new companion in this map that it wanted me to bring. I didn't really have a choice in the matter. But now we're going to go ahead and start this up here. And we're going to go ahead and attack from the north side as well. Okay. Gonna go let them run rampant. This one's gonna rush straight for their border fortress. There's the one I'm looking for as well. There's a great demon right here. Need to add him to the list. Ooh, wait, hold on. Taking over this fortress right here as well.
The outpost is built, General. We've expanded our borders.
So when the maps start, and as time goes on, you're actually able to capture these outposts and start building them up as new. Those are the ones that I've been capturing all this time as well, and now we're closing in on them right now here. That's a lot of people to be harvested right there too. Oh boy. Okay. We're gonna go ahead and start moving in a second here. Looks like for the majority of them, they're over in the northern area, which means for us, we're gonna go ahead and attack from the south here. Oh yeah, looks like they're going down. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and attack before anybody else has a chance to react here. The majority of their army was up north. Now it looks like we have everything settled down here, and it's gonna be ripe for the taking. Hold up. Oh. Here comes the army. Okay, we're going to go ahead and summon some troops here. I can almost also summon more from the dead units, so that's going to be fantastic. This is an occultist. This is an elite unit right here. I'm going to go ahead and summon some more reavers from the dead. That's okay. I can use my skills to my advantage, so they won't be able to take us out for long. See, they're starting to get whittled down here. Resurrection. That's the specialty for the emissary of Noir. Noir, however you say that. Looks like the Blood Prince is getting close here. Okay, I can go ahead and call the harvester in here now. Okay, there's my guys right there. Go ahead and keep these guys prepared. Get some more reavers here. And this is called Demolishing Strike. It's a specialty that one of my guys can use to deal heavy damage towards a building. At the same time, I can also make sure that I'm still recruiting more and more people. This is a harvester right here. I'll actually need to get another one of these too. More than likely, to be honest with you. We're gonna need to summon some more. Okay, now it looks like the majority of our troops are currently undead. This emissary is insanely good. And there we go. That completes the objective.
You have a lot of explaining to do. Any word on when Catrus will?
Sarobi! Bloody hell, what did they do to you?
Yep. Okay, time to find out why she was undercover.
Hello? Can you hear us?
You ruined it.
All right.
3 moons ago, I was approached by the intelligence. They told me that they had noticed my talent and wanted to give me a chance to be granted admission into
A sleeper? You say that as though it were a damn privilege. Do you have the slightest idea what they do to you there, Sarobi? They lock you in a cellar for months. They make you kill people with your bare hands. They abuse you and beat you until you wish you'd never been born. They break you for fuck's sake. Is that what you want?
Dang.
Price. And I'd be more than willing to pay it if it's for the glory of the realm.
Wow, so you didn't flee because of the letter. Is it really that bad in these sleeper training facilities?
Really that bad?
Worse. The only way to unlock psychic abilities is by crushing the mind and putting it back together. You should know this, shouldn't you? One of the circle mages is a dream weaver. Wait, so you didn't flee Calibrok because of my letter?
Letter? Ah, right. So that was you. No, I didn't. Me being here has nothing to do with you, Father. It was a covert operation. To prove myself. The Exalted Father wanted the Orcs gone from the Mire, but not through military force. A plague, summoned from straight out of another reality that would wipe out these greenskins in no time. Nice and clean, with no way to prove it was us Dark Elves who caused it. I had no idea about that blood princess nonsense when I got here.
Yeah.
It certainly made it easier to wait until the right fracture showed up. But it didn't. Instead, you walked into that cave and ruined it all. I failed.
Yeah, I don't know what she was planning. She was going to get impregnated. See that blood princess thing she's talking about there? Is the orc chieftain was going to make him or make her his wife. So that didn't necessarily work out.
So, what's your plan now?
I don't know.
Join us. Join the Black Company. Join me. Look, I know you don't know me, but I'm your father, and I don't want you...
The Exalted Father is my real father. You're a bloody derelict, a waste of the realm. Consider yourself lucky that I'm injured. Now finish the job and kill me.
Wow.
I will not return to Carlabrook as a failure.
Let's go, General.
Won't she report us to the Exalted Father if...
Damn right I will.
And who will you report? I'm just a bloody derelict, right? You don't even know my name. Pavon, leave her bandages, food and water. Then let's go. We'll join General Arev as we promised.
Oh snap, he can actually join the party. All right.
All right. I'll let you know when we're ready to leave.
Well, I'm leaving now. You can catch up.
Yes.
Dang, that's rough.
Let's tie up any loose
He's a
ends
tank
and
too. That's really good.
we have a long journey ahead of us.
He's not as good as my tank though.
really happened.
It did.
Yep.
Yes.
So that's basically an in-depth look into Spellforce 3. It's a game that mixes the RPG and RTS strategy pretty well. And this expansion, I've got to say, is a really, really good one. They added a lot of good stuff, both storyline-wise and for the pacing and for the gameplay itself. I'm really enjoying it. And as you get farther and farther in the skill trees, you start to come across some pretty impressive stuff. And you can actually enhance these skills further. So what I mean by that is you can unlock them, and then you can go to the next stages. For instance, the next stage for this one is going to allow my my necromancer to have an aura of reanimation that enfolds him in an aura that reanimates corpses like automatically. So that's going to be amazing to see. But I highly recommend trying this out if you're a fan of strategy games. If you want to try something that's like a mix between Age of Empires and Divinity, I highly recommend giving this a shot for sure. Starts off a little slow as most games do, but it does pick up very, very quickly though. And with that, folks, that's all we have to talk about for today. Hope you guys enjoy, and thank you so much for watching. Later.